Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a painter. He was a polymath, a scientist, engineer, inventor, and philosopher. But beyond his formal education and undeniable talent, there was something else that made him a genius. It wasn't just the brilliance of his ideas. It was the habits that powered those ideas. Habits so invisible, so fundamental, that they are often overlooked by those who seek to replicate his genius. In this video, we'll dive deep into those habits. These are not the obvious traits like hard work or focus. No, these are the subtle habits. The small things Da Vinci did every day that transformed him from a gifted artist into a legendary genius. And more importantly, we'll explore how you can adopt them too. Let's start. Habit number 1. A relentless curiosity for the world. One of the defining features of Da Vinci's genius was his insatiable curiosity. He had an innate desire to understand how the world worked. While most people simply accepted things as they were, Da Vinci asked questions. He didn't just look at birds and think, "That's a bird," he asked. "How does it fly? What makes it soar?" This curiosity extended far beyond art. He examined anatomy, physics, engineering, and botany. He dissected human bodies to understand the muscles and bones in order to draw them more accurately. He observed the movement of water, the mechanics of flight, and the principles of geometry. Da Vinci's genius wasn't in his knowledge, it was in his constant thirst to know more. He never settled for easy answers. He always sought to understand the deeper workings of everything around him. This habit of constantly questioning, investigating, and exploring is one you can start adopting today. Ask more questions. Don't settle for the surface-level explanation. Dive deeper. Look for connections between different fields of knowledge. Follow your curiosity wherever it leads. Habit number 2. The art of unfinished work. You've heard the phrase, "Done is better than perfect." But Da Vinci embodied this idea in a way that few ever could. He had a habit of leaving many of his projects unfinished. But this wasn't laziness, it was deliberate. By leaving work incomplete, he created a space for constant improvement, experimentation, and new ideas. Da Vinci's notebooks are filled with sketches, designs, and unfinished ideas. His paintings were often worked on for years, sometimes leaving them incomplete in parts. He saw value in experimentation, revision, and innovation. For him, the act of creation was continuous, and the pursuit of perfection never truly ended. So how can you adopt this habit? Start embracing the idea that your work doesn't have to be perfect. Don't be afraid to leave things unfinished. Every project is a chance to iterate and improve, and perfection isn't always the goal. Progress is. This habit also teaches us that it's okay to fail. Not every attempt will be successful, and that's okay. What matters is the willingness to keep going, to keep experimenting, and to learn from each failure. Habit number 3. Seeing connections where others don't. Da Vinci's genius wasn't just about being a great artist or inventor. It was about seeing connections between fields that others missed. He didn't see art and science as separate. He understood how anatomy influenced painting, how physics influenced engineering, and how geometry influenced design. To him, everything was interconnected. One of Da Vinci's most famous inventions, the flying machine, was born from his study of birds in flight. He connected his understanding of aerodynamics to the way birds flapped their wings, and used that knowledge to design a machine that, in theory, could fly. You can adopt this habit by looking for patterns and connections in the world around you. Don't compartmentalize your knowledge. See how things in one area of life can influence and improve another. Creativity isn't just about being original. It's about connecting the dots in new and exciting ways. Habit number 4. Mastering observation. Da Vinci wasn't just a brilliant thinker, he was also a keen observer of the world. He observed not just people but nature, animals, machines, and even the smallest details of everyday life. He understood that to truly create, you had to see the world with fresh eyes. He had a habit of studying light, shadows, and the way things moved. He understood the smallest details of anatomy and the fluidity of motion. His ability to observe and then translate that observation into art or invention was what set him apart. You can adopt this habit by learning to observe more carefully. Pay attention to details, no matter how small. Observe how things change, how they interact, and how they function. Practice active observation in your everyday life and use it to inform your creativity, problem-solving, and thinking. Habit number 5. Journaling your thoughts. Da Vinci was not just a painter and an inventor, he was also a prolific writer. He filled countless notebooks with sketches, observations, ideas, and reflections. His journals were a record of his thinking process, a place where he could jot down his thoughts, theories, and concepts. This habit of writing down everything allowed him to clarify his thinking, track his progress, and capture fleeting ideas. You don't have to be a genius to benefit from journaling. Writing down your thoughts is a powerful tool for organizing your ideas, reflecting on your experiences, and sharpening your thinking. Da Vinci's journals were filled with sketches, diagrams, and even random thoughts about the world around him. By capturing his thoughts in writing, he was able to refine and improve them over time. Start journaling. Write down your thoughts, ideas, and experiences every day. Don't censor yourself. Just let the words flow. Over time, you'll find that your mind becomes clearer, and your creativity will flourish. Habit number 6. Embracing the power of reflection. One of the key habits of Da Vinci was the ability to reflect. He didn't rush into new projects without taking time to think. He would often step back, reflect on his work, and evaluate what was working and what wasn't. This habit of reflection allowed him to refine his ideas and improve his creations. Da Vinci's habit of reflection wasn't just about looking back. It was about understanding why something worked or didn't work. This kind of deep reflection allowed him to gain insights that others might miss. To adopt this habit, set aside time every day to reflect on your work, your goals, and your progress. Take a step back and ask yourself questions. What's working? What's not? What can I improve? Use reflection as a tool for growth and self-improvement. The takeaway from all of this? Da Vinci's genius wasn't just in his talent. It was in the invisible habits that fueled his creativity and innovation. These habits are accessible to anyone. They are the foundation of a brilliant mind, and by adopting them, you can unlock your own potential. By cultivating relentless curiosity, embracing imperfection, seeing connections between different fields, mastering observation, journaling your thoughts, and embracing reflection, you'll be well on your way to creating something truly extraordinary. So, what are you waiting for? Start applying these invisible habits today and see how they transform your life. You don't need to be born a genius to think like one. Remember, it's not just about having great ideas. It's about turning them into reality, and that takes more than just talent. It takes the right habits. Start today. You have the potential to be the next Da Vinci.